Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about envy in life. Just some general things that I've learned as I've gone through my journey, and I'm sure you're going to learn at some point in your journey. Just to talk about some general things today, I do believe that envy is one of those great things that each and every one of us is going to have to conquer sometime at some point during our walk of life in the earth here. You're going to need to learn to free yourself from envy and being envious and jealous of what other people around you have, and just really learning to be happy with you and what you have, what you've got going on in your life. And I've had this observation for a long time where for a lot of us, each and every one of us, no matter what you're doing with your life, no matter what you have in your life, there's always going to be this way that you're always going to be able to look left. You're going to see another person over there, see what they've got, see what they're doing, see what their life looks like. And then you're going to look to the right. There's going to be another person over there, and the same thing. They're going to have their set of circumstances and their things in their life and the things they're doing and all the things that they have. And you're going to be in the middle in a way. And it's easy to be so concerned as you go through life with always looking left, looking right, and just being envious and being jealous and being, not necessarily concentrating or conscious or happy with the things that you have. You're just always looking around you, left, right, up and down, sideways, below, beneath. There's always going to be people around you. And the interesting thing about life that I've noticed is that no matter how high you climb or what you achieve or what you attain or what you do in your life or what you have, whatever it is, this ability to be able to look left and look right is always going to be there, no matter how high you climb. Like I said, no matter what you do with yourself, you're always going to have that ability to find somebody that's doing a little bit better than you, find somebody that's doing not so good as you, find somebody that's somewhere in between, somebody that's whatever as it relates to where you're at. So as you move up this sliding scale in life, and hopefully you are moving up and you're advancing in whatever way, shape, or form that looks like for you in your life, as I said, you're just absorb that concept for a second. You're never going to be able to escape that reality or that situation like I'm outlining here, where you're never going to be able to not look to your right or look high up above you or look whatever and not see somebody else standing up there, because that's just the nature of life. You're never going to be able to be the number one top human of all time ever. It's just not, that's not a thing. That's not possible. Don't kid yourself. And I think that you see the point that I'm trying to make here. And the reason why I think this is so crucial and pivotal and important to understanding and having a consciousness about as you live your life is because this is a large derivative of your happiness in general life. When you're able to exist outside and get free of this envy and not allow it to affect you, not allow it to make you jealous, not allow it to make you always constantly be looking all around you in life about what everybody else has got, what everybody else is doing. And when you free yourself from that, you're able to just look down at the ground beneath your feet. You're able to look at the clothes in your back. You're able to look at your life, what you've got going on, what you've accomplished, and what you're doing, and not care about anybody else all around you, and be happy with what you have. I think that's a huge essence for all of us, is just learning to be content and to be happy and just appreciative, of course, of the things we have. And it's not to say that you shouldn't push and you shouldn't strive to achieve things and get more, because you're absolutely you're entitled to go out and get those things. Certainly, yes, you can work hard and you can acquire things and you can do things and you can have things in your life. And that's not at all what I'm saying, but just don't become so clouded and so concentrated on this whole looking left, looking right business your whole life that you forget about what you've got in your life and you forget about being happy. And like I said, I think there's many people that walk the face of this earth and they never get this. They never are truly happy with their own lives, and they're always jealous and envious of what people around them have got going for themselves. And it's a sad way to be. And like I said, it's just, I hope I'm proving this point that this is almost like an incurable ailment or an unsolvable problem, given that nature of what I mentioned in the beginning of the talk, where I just said you're always going to have that ability to look left and look right. So I hope that means something to you. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can relate this a little bit to you and your life and what you're doing and what you have, and hopefully take a little bit of attention off of those people on your left and on your right, and just think about yourself once again. Think about your wins. What are you happy with? about yourself? What have you been able to do? What should you and could you be proud of for yourself? And at some point, you got to just forget about all the world all around you and forget about everybody else and their perfect relationships and their perfect cars and their perfect money situation and all this kind of stuff that, by the way, is oftentimes, the reality is not always what meets your eye. It's not always the facade that they paint out there and portray to the world. And that's, of course, that's a whole nother topic that we could talk about another day. But just today specifically, I want you to think about envy. I want you to think about jealousy. And I want you to know that this is something that you've got to get over at some point in your life. You have to rid yourself of this ailment or this toxicity in a way, I think. I mean, like I said, you could go your whole life poisoning yourself with this toxic nature of being envious and being jealous about what everybody else all around you has got going in their lives and has for themselves, as I've said a few times over again. But that only serves to dilute your happiness, and that's the biggest thing that I hope sticks with you guys. So I want every single person out there that listens to this to find your little slice of happiness. I want you to be happy with you and be proud of you and be thankful for what you have in your life and what you've created in your life and what you've been bestowed with in your life, the gifts that you have. Just keep the focus on you. Is that might sound a little bit selfish, but I think that's an essence, and that's a big thing to learn about life and a big thing to learn about maintaining your happiness as you move along. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll talk to you real soon.